Summoners, GuardianE here with another live reaction and first impression video for Fire Emblem Heroes. I am actually making this scuffed video in an Airbnb because I'm traveling. I'm on vacation right now. I'm actually in Korea. But I saw this drop, and I figured I can't not record since I can. I can't. I'm not even sure if this mic is working. I'm using a portable mic that I brought with me and try to connect it to the PC. So hopefully it's coming through. We'll see. But we got the trailer pulled up here. Obviously, I already know who it is because I saw the title of the video, and I am super, super psyched. Whatever your feelings might be about the Choose Your Legends remakes in general, I definitely view them as a bit of a double-edged sword myself. But that notwithstanding, I do know who is on deck with this trailer. So let's go ahead and watch it together, and hopefully the audio works right. I don't know if the sound's gonna come through. I hope it does. All right. Okay. New heroes join the battle. And, okay, there's the boys. We got ourselves For Others' Sake, Alm and Eliwood there. Looking very dashing, as one would expect. So far the Choose Your Legends remakes have been pretty ridiculous in terms of their output. I'm expecting much the same, and certainly hoping the same in the case of Camilla. But yeah, we'll see. Shatter Slash. Okay. Take that. Null Pulse follow. Another Shatter Slash. I didn't see if that was a unique special or not. Okay. Got a little Kanto. They are infantry, right? Mm-hmm.
With composure.
Position gate. Showing off some support capability. Oh, there is a chain. Did they have a style? I think I saw that. Oh no, that's harmonized skill. Of course. Okay. Resonance blades. Another action to a certain target. So there's going to be a refresh element to this. I didn't say. We'll pause and take a look. Okay, they do have a style. Blessed Bow style. Unit suffers a counterattack. 3 arrows, 3 columns centered on unit. Okay, all right. So it's the Lin. It's the ballista. Can act again after using harmonized resist skills. Pick off distant units with style. Gotcha. That's a lot. That is a lot of stuff. That's a lot of good stuff there. Okay. Okay, here we go. Oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, look at her smile, dude. Beyond conflict. Oh, that expression is amazing. Mai Okuma doing amazing work. We can do this. Dawning Light. Okay, so Maiden Solace, Ice Edge, Attack Res Airspace. So they are flying. Yoon's Chirps. Attack Res Crux Ploy. Now, so chaos among their foes, significantly weaken them, allow their allies to do potent follow. I hope that they don't. I mean, they gave Alm a style. I mean, they could give us a style, right? Okay, miracle effect. I feel like we've been getting a lot of miracle effects lately. Oh yes. That is a pretty cool. Okay, like the attack is really cool because it does seem like both of them are coming together to create that beam, like that pillar. I think that's really neat. I think that's nice. All right. And I didn't see. So what are they going to show off here? Okay. The harmonized. Maiden Solace. Okay. And then what? Harmonized skill. Resonance blades. Another action to a certain target. Okay. Okay. All right. So it seems like all of the Choose Your Legends batch are going to have kind of a similar dual effect here. Maybe?
Oh my.
Okay.
You can do this.
It's got some warping. We will take a closer look at the kit. With hope in our hearts. Look at her back there. She looks so awesome. Okay. And
Keep moving forward.
right, and then the support effects that she gives too, right? And then oh, it's a new chosen hero too. Oh, Leegjarn. Wow, this banner rocks. Flame Miracle. Leegjarn looks
Muspel,
awesome.
god of
Dude,
flame.
look at how good she looks
I will
too.
never abandon
There's
the
so many
region.
good characters. Leegjarn. She's gonna be a flying axe unit. Man, Camilla and Leegjarn? Like
Understood.
what fortune did we or what did we do to deserve this fortune? Chosen Axe, Arch Rival, Blue Sky Gust, Blue Sky Wyvern, Resolving Flame. Yep. Okay. Okay. She can melt ice that blocks the way and charge at once. In the heat of battle, her firepower increases greatly. Huh. Sequence. Oh, they updated the top. Do you see the attack up there? The sequence. It shows the actual sequence of events.
Flame god.
That's interesting. I feel like that is long overdue because there's so many interactions that just do like it shows 0 damage and like you don't really get a feel for what's actually happening.
Temperamental.
And because of how complicated everything is, wait, chosen heroes can select a target hero to grant. Oh, right. Okay, yeah, we know this. We know this. We know this. Okay, all right. We finally got Camilla. Obviously, it's right after I plus 10'd uh, Christmas Camilla and Ivy. Naturally, that was
Instructions.
I knew that was happening. I knew that was coming. I think I even said it multiple times, probably ad nauseum. But
I
they're
order.
here. They're here. Would have loved to have seen them get a style too. New story chapter, Dormant God. Okay, and here we are. Okay, and then okay, Alm for others' sake. Micaiah, okay, may or may not appear again. Right, they're limited. Yeah, I mean this is the new hero banner, and everybody's limited. So I don't. I mean the days of getting mostly free characters from new hero banners is waning, I feel. But that notwithstanding, starting on the 5th, no, the 6th, excuse me, the 6th of, uh, wait, no, the 5th of June. My brain is not working. Um, okay, all right. And then we can, of course, we can actually, oh, okay, interesting. It actually looks like we can, um, spark up to 3 times. I didn't even catch that Micaiah and Leegjarn are sharing a color. Ooh, I don't know. That's a little rough. So if we go back, and I don't have a ton of time today, unfortunately, I'm going to focus on what, we need to focus on, which is duo Choose Your Legends Camilla and Micaiah, I guess. But they are a flying green tome unit, which I gotta say, y- that's a lot of overlap, right, with Camilla. Camilla's legendary version, of course, is a flying green tome unit as well. And then there's no shortage of green in her space. Not that I can complain, right? As a Camilla devotee, I know that for other people that rock different like Ike Emblem or Lynn Emblem or Micaiah Emblem or any of the other emblems out there, Julia Emblem, Martha Emblem, whatever you want to do. A lot of other units have even far fewer picking. So I'm not going to complain, but I'm just saying that more recent offerings have been green saturated. Of course, we got the duo Camilla, Christmas Camilla and Ivy, but yeah, I mean, oh my God, look at how they did the hair. Her hair is gorgeous, and she's practically radiant and glowing. The curls, and it even looks like the hair. She's got the bodysuit, she's got the queen's robes, the fur. Just such a regal and sophisticated look for her. And again, that expression is absolutely killer. She is smiling, and then there's a lot behind that smile too. What a great rendition. And then it's great too. Yeah, again, they do a pretty dang good job of capturing the spirit of the characters in the Choose Your Legends remakes. Again, I think there's definitely pros and cons, things to like and things to dislike about them going this route in general. But I certainly am not going to say no to more Camilla. Now, what I will say, a common complaint with these units has been that there's not a proper even distribution or representation in the skill set between the characters, right? And well, between the front character, the winner and the second place runner up, right? So I'm hoping that certainly there should be Micaiah in here, but I'm also hoping that there is some Camilla in the actual kit as well. So let's take a look here. Dawning Light, 14 might range to killer slaying effect, effective against armored and cavalry foes, which has always been a really, really strong component part of base Micaiah. So that's a welcome addition for sure. A unit can move through foes' spaces. That's nice. Unit can move to a space within two spaces of any ally within two spaces of unit. Nice little warping, little expansion of mobility. At start of player phase or enemy phase, grants potent follow to unit and allies within two spaces of unit for 1 turn. So that is going to be an activated buff. After start of turn effects trigger on player phase, and after start of turn effects trigger on enemy phase, for unit and allies within two spaces of unit, converts penalties on that unit or ally into bonuses. Neutralizes two penalty effects. Ooh, nice. The penalty deletion. Okay. I dig it though. I've always really enjoyed that piece of it, just because penalty effects are so severe these days. Um, the lack of control, I think, is a way to balance the penalty deletion element to it, but the fact that it does neutralize two penalties is quite nice. Plus 15 to all stats. Unit deals plus 25 damage and reduces damage from foes attacked by 15 during combat. Again, that's standard fare. Foe cannot make a follow-up attack. Okay. Most of what I'm seeing here is Micaiah coded, I have to say, so far. And we know Maiden Solace is definitely also going to be Micaiah coded. I think, yeah, I mean, the closest thing you could argue maybe is the potent follow, and hmm, yeah, and the additional mobility, but it's not as though Micaiah doesn't have mobility too. So I don't know. But let's keep going. So Maiden Solace, range one, converts penalties on target into bonuses, and then neutralizes any penalty that remains. Neutralizes any penalty that remains. Okay. Restores HP to target, equal units HP minus one, reduces units HP by amount restored. That is pretty standard fare as far as Micaiah goes. The reduction or the neutralization of any penalty that remains is quite nice. And then Ice Edge, okay, 5 cooldown. When special triggers, boost damage by units res. Okay, yeah, that's where we are these days. Reduces damage from foes first attack by 40% during combat, including brave attacks, of course, and if unit has a weapon triangle advantage, or if unit and foe are colorless, grants attack, speed, defense res plus 5 to unit during combat. Huh, interesting. If unit, well, so the unit isn't colorless, she's green. Oh, if foe is colorless, right? Okay. So that means basically against blue and colorless foes, they're going to get plus 5 to all stats, which doesn't seem that significant, to be perfectly honest. I don't know if I'm just jaded, because it doesn't seem like that would make a huge impact uh, for anything really. Maybe I'm downplaying it too much, but um, okay. Attack res airspace is the next one in here. So enables Kanto 2. Nice. If unit initiates combat or is within three spaces of an ally, grants attack res plus 10 to unit and deals plus X damage during combat. Okay. And then X wait, where is it? If any space within two spaces of a unit has a divine vein, is defensive terrain, or counts as difficult or impassable terrain for units other than flying, X equals 12. Otherwise, X equals 7, restores 7 HP to unit after combat. So some nice true damage baked in there. It's not an exclusive, non-exclusive skill or unique skill, but it's definitely a very, very good flyer-based skill for those that have high res, which they are most assuredly going to. So that's nice. And then Yoon's Chirps. So Yoon's Chirps, B. slot unique skill disables foes' skills that calculate damage using the lower of foes' defense or oh, okay. It eliminates the adaptive damage. At start of turn and after unit attacks, if Kanto triggers after Kanto, if any foes have the highest attack, speed, defense, or res on the enemy team, inflicts feud and sabotage on those foes, inflicts -7 on the corresponding stat for those foes, and foes within 2 spaces of those foes through their next actions. Nice little AoE debuff. Okay. All right. Inflicts -5 to attack speed res on foe. Inflicts penalty on foe's speed and res equal to the highest total penalties among target and foes within 2 spaces of target. Reduces damage from foes attacks by 20% of units res. Reduces the percentage of foes non-special reduced damage, so damage reduction piercing. Um, or yeah. And then also, if units HP is greater than 1 and foe would reduce units HP to 0, survives with 1 HP once per combat, does not stack with non-special. Okay, so miracle effect. Got it, got it. She does heal after combat as well. So that is going to be a little bit of a self-sustain as far as the miracle looping, right? That's always appreciated. And then as far as everything else, the Kanto, the debuff seems nice, seems good. Attack res crux ploy for the C slot. At start of player phase or enemy phase, if any foes within 3 or 3 columns centered on unit have res minus units res +5 inflicts ploy and exposure on those foes through their next actions. Inflicts attack res -4 on foes within 3 or 3 columns centered on unit, and those foes suffer guaranteed follow-up attacks during combat. So that is going to be helpful as well, considering that they're probably going to be kind of on the slower side. So that's appreciated. So, okay. All right. I'm not. So to be perfectly frank, okay, so here we go. They sow chaos among their foes and significantly weaken them. Their allies can trigger potent follow. So their support effects are quite strong, and they are going to be offensively powerful. The miracle looping is also going to be quite good and quite useful. Oh, I should pause there to see the attacking art for sure. Okay, let's tank this. Uh-huh. Boom. So let's check. Okay, here's the here's the damaged art. Look at them. Oh, I like how Camilla is like shielding Micaiah here. Like she's lifting up her arm here to kind of shield the attack. That's really cool. And then naturally the dress in tatters a bit. Looks like Micaiah took mo the brunt of it, it seems. And then Camilla's hair looking fabulous as always. Just kind of billowing behind her. Look at that. And that fierce expression is certainly awesome. So there we go. All right. And then Ice Edge, there's the special. I get a little glowing orbs, I should say, around. And you get her. Look at her. So good. Okay. All right. So what I was gonna say was that they seem powerful, they seem potent, they seem like they have good support capabilities. They're going to be strong, offensively capable, offensively powerful. Um, the self refresh and everything else, the damage, the okay, the heal. There we go. But all that being said, yeah, there's the debuff. So that's the interesting. So I guess that's really the play, right? So in order for her to get the full advantage of their abilities is she needs to be able to give that debuff on the enemy, the penalty reduction and everything, really really strong component as well, and then she can self refresh with the harmonized skill, so then she can reap the benefits of the AoE debuff that she deployed on the enemy forces. So I think that's really kind of the really powerful component of her abilities. Grants resonance blades to unit and allies from the same same titles as unit. Grants another action to a certain target, and if Kanto has already been triggered, re-enables Kanto. Right. Um, if there are allies from the same titles as unit on the map who have already acted, targets ally with the highest HP among those allies. Otherwise, targets unit. If multiple targets meet the conditions, effect will not trigger. So, if you basically use her first in the combat, and then use the harmonized skill, she will refresh herself by nature of her being the only target, right? And then you'll reap the benefits of the debuff on the enemy. as well as reduction of penalties and everything else. So I think that's really the driving edge that they have is that kind of combination there. So I think it's great. I think it's very strong. I I don't think it's as broken maybe as what we've seen for some of the other Choose Your Legends duo remakes before. How adorable. I like that they made her heal Corrin as well. It's very nice. Um, Here we go. Ice Edge. See that damage fly? Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Okay. All right. And then we get a refresh of the Kanto, which is certainly appreciated. And then the debuff there, which Corrin can take advantage of now. Very, very nice. And then we've got Laegjarn here, who I am also super psyched about. Again, I think she looks fantastic. I've always been a big fan of Laegjarn. I think this art is really great too. So, and they've got and Meishima Shigeki is the one who did it, who obviously was the original designer for Laegjarn too. So that's great as well. So yeah, I'm not going to go through everything. I don't have time. I barely had time to record this, but I felt like I needed to. I just needed to. But let's take a look. So again, banner starts in a day or two, I guess. I don't know if I'm going to be able to pull. Well, I will be able to pull, obviously, but I might have to wait until I get back. I don't get back until sort of mid-June, which I know is going to be late and nobody's going to care anymore. But I would rather record it when I have everything set up, right? Right. Again, right now I don't even know if this is recording. Hopefully it is. But yeah, I mean it's Camilla, right? That for me, that's it's an automatic win. Yarn in there is also fantastic, although the fact that she's green means that we are color sharing, which is both a blessing and a curse. The fact that I like Yarn helps. If she was a character that I didn't want, that I'd be really, really angry because, or not really, really angry. I mean, color sharing in general is not a big deal as far as overall rate and everything. It's not a huge impact. But the fact that I do want to get copies of or I wouldn't mind copies of League Yarn too, um, makes it easier to swallow. That being said, just historically, I know I always end up end up maxing out the other character whenever Camilla's color sharing. Always. That's not true. In fact, I would argue it's very bipolar for me. It's either Camilla is extremely generous or it's like a drought. It's like a desert, a Camilla-less desert. But I know I only kind of looked at half of this trailer or a third of this trailer. I didn't even look at the other characters. I'm sorry, but I don't really have time to do that right now. And it's gonna look like crap. I don't have any of my assets, so it's just gonna be really bare bones. But let me know. Let me know down below if you're excited for this banner. If you're gonna be summoning, best of luck to you. Really hope that everything goes swell for you and you get everybody that you're looking for. Hopefully you all enjoyed the video. You probably didn't, and I'm sorry for the format of this, but I appreciate you nonetheless. Thank you all so much for watching, and until next time, let's protect those skies.